Welcome to SUSD Spotlight, your go-to source for all things happening within the district. Whether it's celebrating student and staff achievements, delving into trending education topics, or highlighting inspiring human interest stories, we've got you covered. Join us as we illuminate the incredible endeavors taking place in our schools and forge connections within our community. Get ready to be informed, inspired, and engaged as we embark on this journey together, spotlighting the extraordinary in SUSD. Welcome to another edition of SUSD Spotlight. Today we're pleased to be joined in studio by Stephanie Mickey, who is the SCORE program lead, and by Nathan. Nathan is a student here in SCORE, and we are so excited to learn more about what this program is. So let's start with you, Nathan. Can you tell us what SCORE stands for?
SCORE stands for Scottsdale Community Opportunities for Real-World Education.
So, and what does that really mean? So you are a student in a program. Tell me about your experience as a student in the program.
My experiences in the SCORE program, we get to go on job sites and gain work experiences. We learn independence such as resumes, budgeting, and landing a job.
Well, that sounds pretty exciting. Stephanie, can you tell us a little bit about your time leading the SCORE program, kind of where it's been and where we are now?
Sure. So SCORE is really a unique program that it fills a gap of transition services for students with disabilities. We focus on students 18 to 21 who all come from the 5 different high schools. So it's a program that was created to, again, fill that gap for vocational and job opportunities. It's transformed and moved to Scottsdale Community College, which has been wonderful because it gives students the opportunity to be with their typical peers and really experience transition.
And where was it before? Was it Scottsdale Community?
Before it was at Arcadia High School.
So you had students who were 18 to 21 on a high school campus, and the advantage of being on the community college campus?
Yeah, so it gives us more opportunities to be immersed in the community. Students have opportunities they wouldn't otherwise have. They have access to the gym. They go to the cafe and eat. They register to vote and even take courses at SCC.
Now, Nathan, I met you when the program was still at Arcadia, and now you're at Scottsdale Community College. Which do you like better and why?
Well, in my opinion, I would say Scottsdale Community College because it's more, I would say, safer, and we have more experiences like college classes, even volunteering in the culinary department.
Well, that's pretty exciting. I noticed you're wearing an artichoke on that shirt.
That's correct.
A proud student at SCC now.
Very proud.
And so talk about the work experience and where you are working in our community.
So my work experiences is Octane CrossFit, which is now my paid job, Mountain Shadows Resort, Tavon Elementary School, Arcadia High School Cafeteria, Artist Cafe and Scottsdale Community College, Scottsdale Princess Hotel, and Team 7.
Wow.
That's quite the resume. Is there a job you enjoy most?
The job I enjoy most is Tavon Elementary School because you get to watch students like yay high, and you get to watch them grow up and you become a role model to them.
Oh, wow. What was your journey in Scottsdale Unified School District?
My journey was really fun and life-changing because you get to meet all different kinds of people, similar to you, not similar to you, like different cultures, and still in shock that I'm doing this as my experience.
Did you start as an elementary student, or did you come to us in middle school or high school?
I started elementary school at Hohokam,
Okay.
then transitioned to Mojave Middle School, and then transitioned to Saguaro High School, and then finally transitioned to a SCORE student.
So one of the things in the SCORE program that I've heard about is the PAES system. Can you tell me what that is and how that is a part of the program?
The PAES system is actually the PAYS program,
Okay.
and we get to do a bunch of little job tasks that you'll do out in the real world, and you get to find out which one suits you like you enjoy or
Okay.
not enjoy?
Yeah, so it's a research-based assessment system that the students go through, and it identifies employment skills and what's functional out in the employment world and what doesn't work. So it identifies their strengths, interests, and preferences.
So it sounds like community partnerships are also important with business and industry and
Yes.
others. Can you tell me a little bit about some of our partners and people that have worked with the program over
Sure.
time?
So it's been wonderful. The Scottsdale community has welcomed us with open arms. We work with Mountain Shadows Resort, the Scottsdale Princess. We go and volunteer at the SUSD warehouse, Octane CrossFit. We've worked at Tazo Bistro, Artie's Cafe at SCC, the culinary department at SCC, and they change year to year. I think initially there might be some hesitation about having our students out in the community, but once they see all the skills that these students bring to their community, they're really, valued and appreciated working alongside their employees.
So for any employers who might be listening, who would they contact to
They could
learn
contact
more?
me. Yeah. Yeah.
And is there a good email address?
Yeah, so it's so my last name's Mickey, so it's SMUECKE@susd.org.
Thank you. Because it's so important to be able to create those opportunities for our students to explore their passion and contribute from an employment perspective. And we have so many diverse employers here that I think this might be a great opportunity to find some reliable talent with some enthusiastic young people looking to be able to contribute.
Absolutely.
And does the work experience oftentimes lead to long-term employment?
Yeah, so that's always, the goal is competitive employment. And like Nathan, we started volunteering at Octane, and then he was such a star employee that they offered him a position outside of SCORE. So that does happen.
So it's my understanding that some of the students in the SCORE program have even taken classes at Scottsdale Community College. Nathan, have you taken any classes?
I've taken 2 classes, actually. The first one was pickleball,
Okay.
and 2 was intro to college, as kind of similar to SCORE, as you get to learn budgeting, and it's like you go into college and you learn more about it.
Yeah, they have a great course there, which is Intro to College, and it kind of reflects the college component of how to take a class, how to organize for taking a class, scheduling, managing your time. So SCORE is great for those vocational life skills, and this College 101 class is great for, how to navigate the campus and the college experience.
There's nothing like being on a college campus. I mean, it's just cool.
I feel cooler.
Right.
I
Right,
do.
exactly.
Hey.
I mean, just that feeling. And I just wonder how that has translated to even greater opportunity for these students to actually have now this college experience.
Yeah, I think us being on that campus, it really has opened up doors, even to the students who are enrolled in SCC. So when we started going to the cafeteria, you would start seeing just more like-minded students coming to our group and joining us. And we've had employees of SCC reaching out and saying, thank you so much for bringing this program onto our campus. It's, something we like to see. I have a student, or I have a daughter, or I know somebody that has a disability. And so having them visible in the community really, gives an opportunity for relationships.
How many students do we have in the SCORE program?
So we hover around 30. Students can exit the program if they become competitively employed. So they're working 40 hours at a competitive rate, or they've decided to do more post-secondary options as in education. So if their schoolwork, is more demanding, then they exit the program. So it fluctuates.
Is there a graduation from the program otherwise? Is it a 2-year
So
program?
it's typically a 2-year program. We are actually having a graduation at SCC this year for the program. So we do a celebration within the SCORE program. But yeah, it's usually a 2-year program.
I also believe there are other partners beyond private sector employers and others that help support students as they transition from school into adult life. Can you talk a little bit about some of the other partners with the program? I attended a fair recently.
Yes.
Over at the campus of the college.
Yes.
There were a lot of different organizations that were there.
Yeah. So there are a lot of post-secondary options. There are DTAs, which are day treatments for adults. Those are for students who need more support, who might be more impacted. We also partner with different organizations that help students obtain their driver's license. There's a lot of leisure organizations out there that will help them enroll into a theater company or, just get out in the community. The City of Scottsdale Adaptive Rec Center has been an amazing partner for us. We actually use their adapted kitchen regularly to cook.
Okay.
So there's a lot of community opportunities. It's just, we try to bring them all together with that transition fair.
Well, I'm truly grateful for the work of the team that supports the SCORE program. So thank you for that and for nurturing those partnerships, because they don't just happen.
Yeah.
They happen as a result of intentional effort. And so I appreciate that. Nathan, what's next for you? What are your career goals? What are your aspirations?
What's next for me is having a second part-time job and take more college classes, as I recently received a scholarship from the city of Scottsdale, the Mayor's Ability Awards.
Oh, that's very exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So I always like to ask our guest about a favorite teacher or a memory in school that you have that we could celebrate, because there's so many good things that happen, and I like to be able to celebrate those stories. Do you have one that you would like to share?
Well, my favorite teacher, I would say Liz Hughes.
Okay.
The
she's amazing.
teacher, because she never backed down on me and always got me up from my deep moments. And my favorite job coach is Lisa Garcia, because she was actually my first job coach that landed me a job, and gone close to her ever since.
It's amazing, the power of those relationships. And Stephanie, do you have a teacher or a memory that you would want to celebrate?
Yeah, I'm a Chaparral grad. And I would actually say there was a special education teacher, Mary Gilly, who taught my brother, who's impacted. And she just really, what she did for my brother and helped him get into the community brought me to where I wanted to be. So she gave so much to Scottsdale that I wanted to give back to Scottsdale. So he graduated from Chaparral in 2000, and where Mary put him in the community, he is still there. So I feel like transition is arguably the most important piece of education, because for these students, what happens between high school and adulthood could be their forever spot. So we, really need to be thoughtful and mindful with that.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that story. It really is. It's a powerful testament to the impact that teachers have, and the positive difference they make in the lives of our students and our community.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have your legacy pin? One of the things that we do is whenever I find SUSD alum, wherever they may be, I have a legacy pin, because we want to be able to celebrate the difference that people are making in our community. And I have a couple of legacy pins with me today. This is not a legacy pin. There's one legacy pin for you.
Aww.
And then I'm going to give one to Nathan, because you represent what is outstanding about Scottsdale Unified School District, and we're so appreciative for your willingness to join us today on the show.
Thank you so much.
I'm honored.
Well, we're honored to have you. So thank you for sharing your story.
You're welcome.
So that concludes our interview today. We invite our listeners to sign up on your favorite podcast channel to listen to future episodes of SUSD Spotlight.
And you can find us on our website, susd.org/spotlight, where we hope you will pitch us more ideas for future episodes.